Hey folks, Zugord here. Today we're diving into the spine-chilling world of Predaliens. Buckle up, because in the vast, shadowy cosmos of Alien and Predator, few creations are as terrifying and honestly as freakishly fascinating as the Predalien. These hybrid nightmares stand as one of the most iconic and hair-raising concepts ever imagined across both universes. Now picture this, a face-hugger. Yep, that squirmy little implanting larva manages to latch onto a Yautja, one of those legendary skull-hunting predators. And what crawls out? A mind-blowing abomination that laughs in the face of biology, fusing the sheer ferocity of a xenomorph with the deadly physique of a predator. Talk about nature being a little messed up, huh? The result? Absolutely chilling. Thanks to Xenomorph's freaky talent for DNA mimicry, Predaliens inherit some of the most lethal physical traits of their Yautja hosts. Yeah, not only does this make them monstrously powerful, but for predators, it's like having a living insult staring back at them. Their very existence mocks the legacy of the galaxy's most elite hunters. And oh boy, these hybrids are no joke. Titanic strength, hyper speed, razor-sharp reflexes, and an amplified killer instinct. Even a seasoned predator like Wolf would be in for one brutal, merciless fight. Experience, arsenal, doesn't matter. Victory is never guaranteed.
Predaliens aren't just scary eye candy. They carry real weight in the canon of Alien and Predator. Their horrifying presence, their twisted origin story, and their insane abilities deepen the narrative, giving fans and scholars alike plenty to chew on. They've earned a spot as one of the most legendary xenomorph variants ever. Studying their biology, behaviors, evolution, and motives isn't optional. It's practically mandatory if you want the full picture of expanded lore. We're talking everything: comics, films, hive dynamics, hybrid biology, strengths, weaknesses, and all the wild adaptations across media. When a Predalien grows inside a predator, it develops traits that are, well, disturbingly awesome. Take the iconic Yautja dreadlocks. Yes, they twist and weave right into the xenomorph body, creating a grotesque yet mesmerizing hybrid visage. Add in the external jaw mandibles around its mouth, and you've got a face that's terrifying and fascinating all at once. Its skin, lighter than your usual Xeno, glimmers with streaks of yellow and green, an unmistakable genetic freak show. But looks aren't everything. Predaliens tower above standard xenomorphs in both size and raw power. Thanks to Yautja biology, their muscles and endurance get a serious upgrade, resulting in hybrids that are bigger, faster, and deadlier. They're not just a threat. They're an immediate, walking, snarling hazard to anything alive. For the predators, these hybrids aren't just enemies. They're unnatural abominations challenging their entire legacy. Their debut? Comics, baby! Aliens vs. Predator Duel, to be exact. Marines land on Ryushi, chasing a distress signal, only to stumble into utter chaos, a xeno infestation from hell. Among the carnage, a Yautja has been hijacked by a facehugger, birthing a Predalien that grows at a terrifying rate, demolishing everything: humans, other predators, you name it. And here's the kicker. Normally mortal enemies, the humans and predators, have to team up temporarily just to survive. Talk about a wild crossover event.
Design-wise, Predaliens are a beefier, hulking Xeno with Yautja features. Their skulls may be slightly shorter than a standard Xeno, sometimes sporting queen-like crests, and those external jaws, not just a nightmare fuel accessory, they're lethal tools ready to shred prey. Standing up to 3.5 meters, they dwarf most xenomorphs and even many predators. Light skin tones with greenish-yellow hues? Check. The classic Yautja growls? Double check. Predalien perfection. Combat? Oh man, it's brutal. They mix Xeno agility with Predator-level strength and durability, making them nearly impossible to tackle without serious prep or backup. And their pain threshold? insane. Fire, severe burns, high-powered attacks, they shrug it off like it's a tickle. In Alien vs. Predator 2010, they even survived direct plasma caster shots at point-blank range. Yeah, indestructible might be an understatement. Behaviorally, predaliens are just as captivating. Some act as hive leaders, coordinating with other Xenos to expand territory. This is especially obvious in the Predalien Queen and Predalien Praetorian from Aliens vs. Predator 2. These forms reinforce their dominance in Xeno hierarchies, while showing just how far a hybrid between two of sci-fi's deadliest species can go. Hunting instincts? Check. Combat brutality? Check. Strategic smarts? Check. Predaliens are, hands down, some of the most terrifying and memorable creatures in the franchise. Proof that even the deadliest hunters can be bested by nature's twisted ingenuity.
From the moment they burst onto the scene, these hybrids aren't just chilling in the shadows. They're active, calculating, and almost downright strategic. Picture it, a colossal nest, alive and expanding like some twisted breathing organism. Yeah, it's not just a cozy crib. It's a full-blown hive surrounded by a relentless army of warrior and drone xenomorphs guarding while the Predalien keeps leveling up its game. Every move oozes lethal calculation, like this hybrid knows just how terrifying it really is and how inevitable its dominance over anything alive truly is. Whew, scary stuff. But hold on. Within this whole build and conquer routine emerges an exception that shatters all known Xeno behavior, the Predalien abomination. Unlike its hind-minded cousins, this badass goes rogue. No queen, no hive loyalty, just pure, unadulterated predation. It's the ultimate lone wolf, or should I say lone xeno-predator hybrid. Its only motivation? Hunt, kill, repeat. Humans, aliens, whatever. If it sees prey, it's game on. And the hunting methods, oh man, they're eerily predator-esque. Sometimes these lone predaliens mimic Yautja hunting rituals, even keeping gruesome trophies like skulls. Fans and theorists speculate this might be some inherited genetic memory from the Yautja DNA, like ancestral hunting habits hardwired into their hybrid brains. But don't get it twisted. Unlike predators, predaliens don't respect their trophies. They hoard, they discard, they operate purely on primal, merciless instinct. Yeah, no empathy here, folks.
On screen, this autonomy is downright terrifying. Imagine a scene. A waitress leaves her shift, waving goodbye to her boss. Seconds later, a predalien smashes through the kitchen like a freight train, obliterating him, column, skull, the whole deal, leaving her as the lone witness to sheer nightmare fuel. No strategy meeting, no collective planning, just raw, lethal efficiency. Deleted scenes amplified this brutality. Picture Predator Wolf discovering two Yautja disemboweled using their own hunting techniques. Rage and horror explode in Wolf, setting off a vengeful pursuit of the grotesque Predalien. It's proof even the most seasoned hunters aren't safe. Conceptually, the Predalien we born from Dave Dorman's art for the unmade film Alien vs. Predator: The Hunt by Peter Briggs. The movie never saw the light of day, but the creature found its ultimate home in Dark Horse Comics, specifically Aliens vs. Predator Duel, expanding the hybrid myth in epic fashion. Over various appearances, the Predalien's look shifts depending on the artist or production, but one thing remains: the Yautja DNA dominates over humans. Iconic features like dreadlocks, external jaws, and muscle bulk shine through, reminding us exactly whose genome we're dealing with. Now, let's break down the major variants. Predalien abomination, the ultimate lone warrior, breaking all xeno-social rules. Predalien praetorian, mid-tier hierarchy, beefy, often tasked with defending or reinforcing hives. Predalien queen, as seen in Aliens vs. Predator 2, capable of implanting embryos via her second jaw, combining Xeno Queen strength with Yautja biology. Predalien berserker, spawned from a berserker super predator, prefers moving on all fours for insane speed and mobility. Talk about versatility. Predalien queen ultimate, seen in Alien vs. Predator Extinction, possibly evolving from a Praetorian, reaching nearly godlike power levels. Technically, the Predator alien is still fundamentally a Xenomorph, but Yautja DNA during incubation triggers pronounced Predator traits. Think of it like runner aliens inheriting quadruped traits from their hosts. True hybrid perfection emerges in the Queen Predator alien, where both DNA strands merge fully, creating a ridiculously powerful creature that redefines threat levels. Directors Alan and Michael Strauss noted that the on-screen Praetorian was meant to evolve into a queen. Expect massive size, extra jaws, the semi-transparent dome showing remnants of the Yautja skull, and those signature dreadlocks. Its crest would elongate, visually solidifying its transformation into an even more terrifying powerhouse. Its ability to implant embryos via a second jaw, totally tied to its rogue birth, no queen, no hive, no problem. The Predator alien builds its own nest, commands an army of Xenos, and primes itself for the ultimate transformation. Every kill, every territory expansion fuels its evolution into a brutal, unstoppable force. A walking definition of pure terror in the alien universe. Bottom line, the Predator alien abomination and its variants aren't just hybrids, they're a physical manifestation of biological perfection, fusing the deadliest traits of two apex species: instinct, strength, brutality, all wrapped into one terrifyingly awesome package. And yes, fans, it continues to fascinate, horrify, and absolutely own the imagination of anyone brave enough to face it.